सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तम् गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्म पादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवम् Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. There are many things in our life which we know even though there is no need to know them. And there are many things in our life which we need to know, but we don't know. So our mind is clogged with so many things which has no relevance to our life. It only just adds more clutter. Like in our house also, so many things we have which need not be there, including people sometimes. But there are essential things which we conveniently ignore. So that is the reason why it said Nyayam, to be known. In this verse number 12, we read again. एतज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चित् भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं लोकं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत् सर्वं प्रोक्तम् एतत् ज्ञेयम्. This is to be known. The Upanishad here does not leave any choice for us. एतत् ज्ञेयम्, जानना ही पड़ेगा, ज्ञातव्य है. કરવાનું છે, જાણવાનું છે. What would you say? જાણવાનું. Wow. જાણવાનું છે. જાણવાનું છે. Okay. You have to know it. You cannot help it. And nityam jnayam. See, this nityam to be added to that jnayam. It is not sometime you know, sometime you leave it. There are two ways of looking at it. Nityam yad vastu tad jnayam. And one way of looking at it is that which is always there forever, that is what is to be known. Later on in this very Upanishad, it would say, Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. Among those which are considered as Nitya, this is more Nitya. Because when we have come into this world, the sun was already there, mountains were already there, parents were already there. So they are also relatively Nitya only. Leave around the parents, of course, human beings will disappear. Even when we leave, plants and animals, and that's especially the Sun, moon, sky, air, space, fire, all are there still when we come and go. So they are also Nitya Vastu, relatively. But this one, Nityam, especially because it is with you, in you, as you. Outside things, they are also there. But this one is more permanently with you. Therefore, Nityo Nityanam, it is said. So, Yat Nityam Tad Jnayam. One meaning of that. Another meaning is adverb, or what do you call that? It's not adverb actually. Yeah, we are looking at the adverbs. Either Nityam Jnayam, it has to be known always. Which means what? Sada Sarveshu Kaleshu Sarva Nishtha. That Nishtha should be there, Atma Nishtha. That's why in chapter 16 of Gita, Bhagavan says, what is the Daivi Pragati? Abhayam Sattva Samshrutihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti. Constantly aware. See, interesting thing is, it is always there, but we are not aware of it. Sada Sarvagadopyatma Na Sarvatrava Buddho Vyevava Vaseda Swacheshu Pratibimbavat. Even though it is everywhere, it is available only in the intellect as the reflection of consciousness. Sun is everywhere, but the reflection is seen only in a mirror or in a pond. Reflection. The light becomes brighter. In the same way, consciousness is present everywhere as Sadvastu, but it is more available to you as your awareness. Behind the intellect or beyond the intellect, present there. So, Nityam Vastu, Nityam Jnayam. Where is it? Atma Samstam. Within you only. So, don't go out and somewhere to find out. Bhagavan hides in your own self. You cannot find him anywhere else. Go and try to find somewhere else, you will be disappointed. So, Nityam Vastu, Atma Samstam, na ataparam, than this, Veditavyam na hi kinchit. There is nothing to be known. So, when it is saying like this, what does it mean? Everything is included in that. So, if I know this, everything is as good as known. Not that you will know everything. See, Gurudev used to give the example, if you know that every pot is made of mud, you don't look at every pot. You know the essential nature of all the pot is mud. So the quality of the mud alone is the quality of pot. If the mud is subject to getting merged into the water and broken into the water and goes into this, to become clay, it is the case of all the pots. No pot is excluded there. So if you know the essence of a thing, the characteristics of that will be there in all things made out of that particular material. If you take iron, if you know the qualities and nature and characteristics of the iron, all iron products will have the same quality or same feature. Similarly, if I come to know this Nityavastu Paramatma as Satchidananda Rupa, then don't I know that all beings are the same? Even though they may not express in that way. But essentially, all of them are of the same nature, which is to say, as good as I know everything. Because I know what is the essence of all of them. They cannot be away from it. Even if a person is miserable, essentially his nature is Ananda. He's not able to access that Ananda in him or her, therefore that person is suffering. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, if somebody is hungry, give him food. And after giving him, give him some work. Because giving food is good. But if he can earn his own money, then it's much better. He will not be a beggar anymore. So if he does not know what to do, give him education. So education, then he say, so he will find his own work. But finding his own work, he will find his own resource to survive. So education is better than giving money. Than money it is, than food, it is better is my education. Than education, than money, for giving him food or money, give him work. Than the work, give him education. Than education, make him realize himself. उसको आत्मविद्या दे दो. Then he will be free forever. So the highest dhanam you can give is vidya dhanam. The higher than that is atma jnana. So atma jnana, then they say you are releasing that soul forever. So when he gets the knowledge, then tasya karyam na vidyate. उसका करना कुछ नहीं, करवाणु कुछ नहीं थे, कोई नथी, करवाणु नथी, correct? कशु. Not, I'm going to be right. Next time I'll give talks only in Gujarati. In Sanskrit. So therefore, highest thing that you can give is Atma Jnana. So therefore it said, Atah param veditavyam na kinchit. Beyond that, what is to be known? There is nothing. And what is to be known? Then what is that Jnayam? Bhokta bhogyam preritaram ekam. At Bhokta, the enjoyer, bhogyam, what is enjoyed, experienced, and preritaram, one who is impelling, pushing, as though to experience the world. Ishwara is one who is, with the help of Maya, engaging the individual to engage in the world. So, karan kya hai? Preritaram is written, prairitaram. That's the word, preritaram. Why does Lord engage, or as though engage, every jiva into this world? Every jiva has to experience his or her own karma phala. इसके लिए ये जगत बनाया हुआ है. Why a jiva even has come to manifest as an individual in this world? Avashyaka kya hai? Because that individual has done in the past life whatever action for which he has manifested again, and if he or she does not engage in that action, he will never come out of it unless knowledge takes place. So karma ka chodhanam, karma chodhanam chahiye, karma ka pushing him to action. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yandra arudhani maya, as though he is in that brahma chakra, engaging him in that action. As Krishna had done for Arjuna, without engaging in action, you will not find solace. Karmanam anarambat naishkarmyam purushoshnute naja sanyasanadeva siddhim samadhigaccha. By not doing action, you will not become man of inaction. By renunciation of action without knowledge, you will not reach inaction. The inaction state is the knowledge, state of knowledge, where there is no more desire for you to act. But you are not in that condition right now. You have desire, but you decided to give up action, which is not going to help you. So therefore, so long as the desire is there, those desires will find a field for its action, and Bhagavan makes sure that field is created for you to engage. That is what is called preritaram. Bhokta, bhogyam, preritaram, chamatva. Now you can see, understand these trividam. What is it? Bhokta is jiva hai, prerita is Ishvara hai, bhogya is prakriti. ये तीनों को जानना पड़ेगा. Matva sarvam proktam trividam. And ye teen, Jiva, Prakriti and Ishwara, all are Brahman only. उसके बिना कोई और नहीं है. जीव भी ब्रह्म है, भोग्य वस्तु भी ब्रह्म है, और ईश्वर भी ब्रह्म होती है. As with the Maya, he becomes the Prerita. Maya itself becomes the Bhogya. Not knowing a Maya, under its spell, he becomes Jiva. So in three different levels only, the Brahman is working. As an individual who is under the spell of Maya, Jiva. The power of creation and sustenance which Bhagavan holds on, that is Maya. And with the Maya, he makes sure that you are engaging in the field of activity. So therefore, Ishvara is also here Brahman only there. So, Bhokta, Bhogyam, Preritaram, Chamatta, Sarvam Proktam. Whatever has been declared, Trividam, Brahma Etat. Etat Trividam Brahma iti Matva. So having understood these three as none other than three different aspects of Brahman only. Now, beautiful examples are being given, very, very powerful examples in the next two four verses. Now, first we read the 13 and 14. Vahniryata yonigatasya murtihi न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्दनयोग्नित स भूय एवेन्दनयो निगृह्य तद्विभोऽयं वै प्रणवेन देहे तत्त्वोऽयं वै प्रणवेन देहे भग्निर्यथा योनिगतस्य मूर्तिः न दृश्यते नैव च लिङ्गनाशः स भूय एवेन्दनयो निगृह्यः तद्योऽभयं वै प्रणवेन देहे स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिम् ज्ञाननिर्मतनाभ्यासात् एवं पश्येन्निगूढवत् स्वदेहमरणिं कृत्वा प्रणवं चोत्तरारणिम् ज्ञाननिर्मतनाभ्यासात् एवं पश्येन्निगूढवत्. यथा, just as Yonigadasya Vahnehe. Yoni means source. Karanam ityartha. Yonigadasya. Yonigadasya, its own source, what? Vahnehe, of the fire. Murtihi na drishyate. If you take a wood, and inside the wood, there is what? Hollywood. So no Hollywood. Fire is there. There is fire. The fire आपको दिखता है क्या? In the wood, you can see it form? No. But you know it is there. Right? So, Yonigatasya Vahnehe, inside the wood, there is fire. Yata Murtihi na drishyate. You can't see. It is there. Okay. And Nacha eva linga nasha. When you start, because the fire is inside the wood, which is capable of burning that wood. Is it not? The fire can burn the wood. But sitting there, it does not destroy that wood. Think of the example. Inside the wood, अंदर में वो अग्नि है, which is potentially can burn the entire wood, but it doesn't do it. Na linganasha. So, sabhuya again, that itself, yeva indanayoni grihya. When the very wood, when it is used for making the fire come out of it, how do they do it in the Vedic rituals? They have one wood cup on the top and another wood cup in the bottom, and then the wooden one rod, and then they start churning. When they start churning, the fire comes out of the wood. Therefore, indana yoni grihya, when the fire is taken out, where does the fire is taken out of? Taken out of the very same wood only. Hidden, it comes to manifest. So, tadva ubhayam vai pranavena dehe. In the same way, in the body, in our own body, through the pranava, you can bring the Atman to manifest. Even though presently it is there, na drishyate. Even though it is presently there in our own subtle body, it cannot come to destroy that subtle body until when during the meditation a person is able to realize his higher self. In the realization of the higher nature, the fire that is the Atman hidden within, the very source of its own existence called the Linga Sharira or Karan, the Sukshma Sharira, भस्मी हो जाता है. How that very fire, when start manifesting, it burns the entire wood into ashes. In the same way, upon realization of the Om, the Paramatma, Linga Shariram, the individuality is no more. It burns down. Such a beautiful example, right? So, it is said that Tattva Agnihi Tata Lingasya Upayam Madanat Prag na Grihyate Madanena Grihyate. The fire that is inside Madanat before it is not available, Madanena eva Grihyate. Before it is not available for you to see it. So it is in the seat of meditation, a person who will always ask, kahan hai, aap hi paas hai. So you cannot see it. I always give this example that wood doesn't require too much of fire also. One small spark, if it is a dry wood, one small spark would do. When it gets into that, see, it's like you take matchstick also. And the tip of it is the, what do you call? The phosphorus is sitting there. What it is capable of? Burning the entire stick. Right? But it is quietly sitting there. Until when? You rub against the other aspect, what do you call that? The matching stick, it has that place where you strike. So then the phosphorus become prosperous. It starts to become fire, and the fire burns the entire stick in which is sitting. One small spark is sufficient. In the same way, one single statement of the Guru Tattvamasi, if it is contemplated, it will burn the jiva entirely. So, but we are afraid of getting rid of this Linga Sharira because that is our identity. The individuality that we are holding on to as me, that is the Linga Shariram. Linga means that which is a point of distinction. See, I am trying to be distinct from everybody else, show my individuality. Lingam is Chinnam. See, if you go to United Nations, which are all the countries that are participating, the flags will be there, right? Indian flag or British, and then US flag and Russian flag and all that. Oh, Russia is there. Oh, China is there. Oh, India is. How do you know? Chinnam, meaning what it distinguishingly indicated. So, what is that distinguishing feature in all of us? Our Linga Sharira, our individual personality, Mana Buddhya Ankara Chittam. This is the individuality. This individuality itself is the abode of consciousness. And that consciousness is quietly sitting there. But when it starts to manifest through the process of dhyana matanam, so the churning of that mind with the help of Om, then thereafter it will completely burn you down. Then thereafter you are no more an individual. Swamiji, then what will happen to me? So what will be the me? Whom do I call as me? You will not call anymore as me, oneself, as different from others. Because what makes all the distinction is physical form. Then it comes to jati, niti, kula, gotra. Jati, niti, kula, gotra, durakam, nama, rupa, guna, dosha, varjitam. Desha, kala, vishayadi, vartiyat, brahma, tattvamasi, bhavayatmani. जाति नहीं है, कुल नहीं है, गोत्र नहीं है. None of those will. Manobhuti ahankara chittani na ham na cha shrotra jihve na cha grana netra. You go on negating. Why? Because it's all false. What are false? Which false is false? Those which are falling away from you is not you. Hmm. When you see a tree during winter, everything that falls is not the tree. The leaves are coming back later only. Eh? So leaves come. Why they are called leaves? Because they leave. So leave also, then the leaves. So when during the winter, none of them are there. Then they come back again. Again they disappear. Again come. They can disappear. So none of them actually the tree. These are all only expressions of the tree, but they cannot be considered as a tree. You take a leaf. This is the tree. Cannot say that as a tree. Similarly, who are you? That which is continuously changing and falling away, it's not you. So one comes to realize that that will be completely burned in that distraction of the Linga Shariram, Sukshma Shariram. One comes to know that which does not destroy itself. See, fire burns everything except itself. Interesting, right? Fire, after burning everything, it will still remain there only. See, you cannot pollute fire. Water you can pollute, air you can pollute, earth you can pollute. Why fire you cannot? Can you pollute? That is why it is called Pavana. Pavani means one which is always pure. Pavaka. Pavana is for air. Pavaka. Pavaka is not Pavaka. Pavaka in Tamil means bitter gourd. So I don't eat because it's Pava. Already it has a lot of sin. Anyway, so the fire, that is why it is said that there is nothing pavitram than knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Why? That jnanam is Agni. It burns everything. Jnanagni dakta karmani bhasmasat kurme. So the fire cannot be polluted. Water can you pollute? In air we can pollute. Earth we can. Even space we can pollute. Fire would not allow it. That's why it is considered as Bhagavad Srishti, and most pure form of Bhagavan is fire. That's why we worship fire as the representative of that purest one. So here, That fire, even though present in the wood, does not destroy the wood until it is manifest. Similarly, Atman presiding over our own this subtle body, Sukshma Sharira, until the Dhyanam takes place, by which you come to make it manifest. Once manifest, it will start burning. That's why I often say there are people who go to a guru and listen to from a distance. Swamiji spoke very well, very good. I learned a lot of jokes from him. So those people who are general audience, right? Then you go closer. When you go closer, you start feeling the warmth of the Guru. Gurudev, from a distance, you appreciate his personality, his vocabulary, or his vociferousness, or his command over the subject or language, all that. When you go closer to that, we have experienced that. When you go closer to Gurudev, you'll see how compassionate, how loving, how warm that person is, right? A little more closer, you become a disciple. Once you are a disciple, discipline starts. You better listen. And further you go, he will burn you. He will burn you completely. It's like light is there, lamp is there from a distance, you will not feel the warmth. Can you? You don't feel the warmth, you see the light there. Similarly, the brilliance of the Guru you will see from a distance. Go closer to the fire, the warmth, right? Then further you go, you are also lit to the light. You become another light, right? You go take a lamp and then go. But then you realize, what is that light doing? Burning you. Finally, you are burnt. If you go closer further, finished you are. Then you as an individual cannot stay anymore. The Guru, you becomes the Guru who has become Ishwara, right? The Lord. So the Jiva gets burnt into the knowledge fire only to discover both himself, Guru, and Ishvara is only one. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namah. Ishvara Guru Atma. It is Trividam. Three kinds of expression. That the individual one who goes to the Guru, Guru takes him to the Lord. Finally, he realizes all the three are only one. That's why here Trividam also we said before. So that this Sabhuya eva indana yoni grihya. Indana yoni na grihya. Indana means fuel. Indana yoni is the wood. When it is wood is churned, tadvat raddatva ubayam. Ubayam by pranavena dehe, by the Omkar upasana. That's what Gurudev writes. It can be manifested by the repeated rubbing of its source. Indeed, the same way the self can be very much realized in the body with the Omkara. What is to be done? Swadeham aranim krutva. The arani, there are two of them. In the tradition, what they do, wood cup below, wood cup above, and there is a rod, as I said, and pulled with a rope continuously. Like you do butter out of the yogurt. So there it is not one side. There top you don't keep anything. Here both the top and bottom are fixed. And then the rod will continuously, when it churns, Swadeham Adara Aranim Krutva, lower Aranim. Krutva Pranavam Cha Uttara Aranim. Uttara Arani, the higher cup is Pranava, Om chanting. Dhyana Nirmatana Abhyasa. What is this Matanam? Churning? Dhyana. Manaha is the rod. Mind is the rod. And this churning is none other than repetition of Om. Dhyana nirmatana abhyasa, by practice, devam pashyet, one comes to see the Lord, nigudavat, as though hidden. The fire that is hidden will come to manifest. So Omkara Upasana is very, in every Upanishad that is there. Mandukya Upanishad, there, Katha Upanishad, Kaivalya Upanishad, here also. Everywhere that Omkara Upasana is considered as the highest form of meditation. It is a very, very effective step for keeping the mind in the Lord. Because see, if you say Krishna, Rama, suddenly form comes to your mind. You cannot avoid, right? No doubt it is also very good, but it always brings the form of the Lord. But that form of the Lord can be sometime maybe an obstacle also. Because the form, then you start looking at the form, you forget about what you're doing. So Om, on the other hand, maybe you will see the form of Om, but it won't leave from that form. What do you understand? No Leela, no story, no features, no characteristics. Those things are not coming to your mind. So the Om, when we chant, all that you can contemplate upon is the sound. In another Upanishad, it is said, Amrdo Vindu Upanishad. It says, Swarena Sandayet Yogam, Aswaram Bhavayet Param. स्वर के साथ आप ध्यान करो. Om, chant with swara. Swara does not mean some music singing, but by making shabda. Aswaram bhavayet param. Then meditate on the soundless presence. Aswarena anubhavena asaha bhava abhava vidyate. So it becomes bhava, become abhava. Vishyate. So that which is manifest, unmanifest become manifest. And what is manifest become unmanifest. The body, mind, etc. are manifest, that become unmanifest, and that which was unmanifest becomes manifest. So, therefore, Swadeham Aranim Krutva Pranavam Cha Uttara Aranim Dhyana Nirmatana Abhyasat, by the practice of Nirmatanam, churning, Devam Pashyet, one comes to see the Lord, Nigudavat. So, why is he hidden? Is he afraid? डर हो गया भैया डर हो गया. Why is he hidden from all of us? The interesting thing is he is not hidden, we are hidden. We are hiding from him. If you close your eyes and say, why it's all very dark here? Hare Baba, open the eyes and then you will see who is doing it. It's not the world that is closing your eyes, you are closed eyes. Chakshuhu unmilinam. That's why Guru's work is what? Open the eyes. Ajnanena, what is that? It said, Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya. Some people chant differently, what is that? Ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya. Jnananjana shalakaya nahi, shalakaya. Shalaka is the stick. So, his only job is to open the eyes. He had closed eyes and walking around. So that's what Gurudev said, if you close eye and walk around, you will definitely hit somebody or go and hit the wall. Interesting thing is, if all around you are all close their eyes, then think about the chaos there. Everybody hitting on each other and that's what is happening now. When we are all blind, we go on blaming everybody around us. And he is bad, she is bad, and that is not right, this is not right, this is good. So you will keep on dwelling in the darkness. Obviously, nobody can give you a solution. Now, what do we mean by realizing of that in this Sita meditation? These beautiful two examples are given here, two verses here. तिलेषु तैलं ददनीव सर्पिः आपस्रोतस्सु अरणीषु चाग्निः एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यते एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यते असौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यति तिलेषु तैलं ददनीव सर्पिः आपस्रोतः अग्निः एवमात्मात्मनि गृह्यते असौ सत्येनैनं तपसा योऽनुपश्यति सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवार्पितम् आत्मविद्या तपोमूलम् तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम् तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम् सर्वव्यापिनमात्मानं क्षीरे सर्पिरिवार्पितम् आत्मविद्यातयोः तमोपनिषत्परम् तद्ब्रह्मोपनिषत्परम् Tileshu tailam. When you take the oil and mix with another oil, you will never see the difference. Right? The sesame oil, all the sannyasins like sesame oil. You know why? See same in all. It's sesame oil. See same. Seeing same in all. That's Tileshu tailam. Till is sesame, right? Yes. So how is that gained that oil? By pressing, through the force of, in the same way, the oil which is already present comes out of that till. In the same way, what is already present comes out to manifest in the same way that as that yatra pidanena grihyate tileshu tailam. How it is hidden? In the till, how is the tailam oil is hidden? In the same way, the way the butter is hidden in the dahi. Dadini means in the mud, in the yogurt. Sarpihi butter. Apaha srodasu. So srodasu, you asked the Yamunasu. In the waters of the river, how the groundwater is there below that. Inside the ground, the water is running. River is an external form. So when you khananena, like hitting, but when you go on digging, you'll find the river running under that. Kern County River. Kern River. Outside you will not see it. Apaha srodasu. Aranishu ja agnihi. Same way in the arani, the fire hidden. Evam, in this way, Atma Atmani Grihyate. Paramatma Jivatmani Grihyate. The Paramatma is there in the Jiva, in the individual self. Evam Atma Atmani Grihyate Asau. And Satyena Enam Tapasa Yaha Anupashyati. Yaha, he who Satyena Tapasa. By the practice of Satyam and Tapas. Satyam is, yadabhutartha vachanam. Whatever is, whatever you know as truth, that alone you should speak. What you even have a doubt, don't open the mouth. What you are sure, that alone you should utter. What you are not sure, better don't, who is your neighbor? I don't know. Bad. That but is the problem there. I think he's a crook. Why? Because he is looking like my brother-in-law. Therefore, when you don't know, why are you making that statement? So when what you know, yada bhutartha vachanam satyam. Another meaning satyam is that which is of satswarupa, of the nature of existence. That alone one should constantly understand as the underlying principle behind everything. Tapasa. Tapasa is here to be indriyanam ekagryam paramam tapaha. Keeping all the senses one pointedly on one particular goal is called the highest tapas. Tapas does not mean persecution of the body or standing upside down on all that thing people do. It is keeping the mind and senses one pointedly on one goal. That is tapas. So satyena enam. That's why it said in Upanishad, Devayanaha satyena vitata devayanaha in Mundaka Upanishad. The path towards reality is spread with satyam. Satyena vitata devayanaha. Devayana means the path towards the devas, God, is filled with the satya. Satyame vajayate nanratam. It is said also, truth alone wins. So, here, yaha anupashyati, what? Enam, that which is always true. Evam atmanam, atma atmani grihyate. Like that of the oil available in the til, like that of the butter available in the yogurt, that like that of the waters available inside the ground, like that of fire available in the wood. So also this only AC. Okay. I always feel that sarvavyapinam atmanam kshire sarpiriva arpitam. Sarvavyapinam. Even though that it is sarvavyapi, all pervading, yet it is exclusively available in you like the butter available in the yogurt. Interesting thing is when you are churning, when you're churning, what happens? The butter comes up, right? So it is said in the Amrita Upanishad, Kritamiva payasi nikudam bhute bhute vasati vijnanam sadatam mantayitavyam. Constantly one have to do that mantana. So why that butter comes out on the top? What do you mean by butter? Yogurt only, when the water is removed, becomes butter. It's not that it is something else. Dehydrated yogurt is called Greek yogurt. Butter, right? What do you make out of that? Shrikhand. Shrikhand pehle aata hai. No, what is that? You make, no, like a tofu. What do you paneer. Paneer. Paneer is where dehydrated, correct? It's a dehydrated yogurt, correct or not? I'm not a cook, I don't know. Huh?
It comes from milk.
Oh, milk. But nowadays, what? Oh, it's not from the yogurt. Okay. See how poor is my cuisine, my idea of knowledge of cooking. So anyway, so the butter that comes out is nothing but yogurt deprived of water. Similarly, Jivatma, Jiva plus Atman. The Jivatva is the ego. The Jiva Rahita Atma Jivatma. A Jiva in life you should not understand. Jiva means Ahankara Rahita Atma. So that Ahankara is what is drowning you into this world. See, you take a yogurt and put it in the water, it will go down. Whereas you take the butter and put it in the water, it will float. Dehydrated. In the same way, a person who has ego in this world, he will drown. Mahatma who is devoid of ego, he will remain up floating without getting drowned anywhere. He will not be drowned or pulled down by any situation. Because anything that pulls you down is because of your individual idea. I am so and so. I want this. So you are in the midst of things that you want, then you will get drowned in that. Whereas a Mahatma who lives in this world, since he does not have any desire, nothing can pull him down. You cannot pull his leg at all. They say, no, I'm going to pull your leg. Hey, leg hi nahi hai. Alag hai wo. So anyway, that's a different. It's too much of a, PJ, so I cannot. Leg nahi hai, so alag hai. So here, Sarvavyapinamatmanam Kshere Sarpihiva Arpitam Atmavidya Tapomulam. It is the very source of that is tapas and Atmavidya. Atmavidya Tapomulam. So Guruji writes here, the truth is the highest Upanishad, which is what? Self-knowledge and penance are the roots. Atmavidya Taposcha Yasya Moolam. Tapascha. Atmavidya, knowledge and tapas. Some people only do tapas and did not go into knowledge. Or some people only get knowledge but never do tapas. See, jnana tapas is what? Not living jnanam is tapas. ज्ञान अभ्यास अभ्यास ज्ञान का अभ्यास कैसे हो सकता है? कर्म का अभ्यास भी हो सकता है. I know something and I need to do that action to get the result. ज्ञान का फल कैसा मिलेगा आपको? ज्ञान का हाउस कैसा अभ्यास करोगे? How do you practice knowledge? Keeping the knowledge alive is called knowledge practice. Being aware of it. See, when I know fire is hot, what practice should I do? Not to touch it. Not to touch it. Is it not awareness? When a child who does not know and puts its hand, trying to put its hand, what will you say? It don't. Why the child does not know? Because it doesn't have the awareness. Once it puts, we allow him to put, then forever in his life, he will never put that back there. So what he has gained is awareness. This is what is called knowing, and knowing does not lead to any action. It will become awareness. Ramana Maharshi says in Saddarshan, ye aapko, when you come to know who you are, there is no question of mistaking you to be something else. Just like the Dashamoham idi jnatva. That story there, right? It's a Dashamaha aham. Earlier, when they was thinking that when the 10 students crossed and one was missing, he started counting everybody except himself. Then he started to cry, oh, the 10th fellow is gone, etc. Then somebody comes and say, you are the 10th man. So when he has realized I am the 10th, there is no question of afterwards not seeing himself as the 10th. Interesting thing here is, pehle bhi tha. It was not there before. But he was not paying attention there. Right? That's why he mistook himself. He didn't count himself in that way, counting others. In the same way, awareness of the self is not something that is happening out of something else. I've come to realize what I have forgotten for a long time. So the awareness is itself is abhyas. Tasya smritihi, tasya drida eva nishtha. Saddarshan first verse itself is established with that. Tasya smritihi, tasya drida eva nishtha. So here, Atma Vidya Tapo Moolam. Jnana aur uska tapas. Tapas, what is tapas here? Not allowing it to diminish, not allowing it to be overpowered by anything else. And that is the tapas. Atma Vidya Tapo Moolam Karanam. Tad Brahma Upanishad Param. That is what is declared in the Upanishad. Tad Brahma Upanishad Param. When it is repeated twice, chapter comes to an end. That means The teacher, when they repeat twice, that means today's class is over. So that truth is the highest in the Upanishad. This truth is, it's called Upanishad. What Upanishad is not a book. Tat Upanishad Param. Tat Param Upanishad. So that Param, what is said in the Upanishad as the highest truth itself is what is referred as Upanishad. Vedanta Nama Upanishad Pramanam, it is said. Vedanta is a pramana for what? What is said in the Vedanta. That is a pramana. So Upanishad Param. So this way, this chapter had given us a lot of beautiful pointers and pointed out also what is that we need to do. So sadhanam prayatnena kartavyam. That mathana is not going to happen by itself. Because we are presently also are churned. मन से मतन हो रहा है, उसका नाम है मनमता. मनमता, मन का जो मतन करता है, his name is called stupid. Sorry, Cupid. Cupid is one who keeps churning our mind. So any object of desire is churning our mind, keeping on turning and turning and turning. So we have to use Om instead of other things to churn and churn and churn and churn. So keep the mind engaged in that. Then the unmanifest fire of knowledge will come to manifest, and slowly it will start burning the Antakarana, Sukshma Sharir. When the Sukshma Sharir is no more, then, or even as it is slowly diminishing, the vasanas which are continuously manifesting through the Antakarana will find no field to operate. See, vasana exhaustion is not one by one you go and attack. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. So when Antakarana is no more, when where vasanas can manifest through what? So the link between Karana Sharira and Deha is only the Antakarana. It's connecting link. Vasanas do not manifest by themselves unless there is this Sukshma Sharira, which manifests as thoughts and desires. Then only the action takes place in the body. That being absent in the sleep, Vasana cannot do anything in the state of sleep for you to engage in the world. So when the Antakarana becomes thinner and thinner and thinner, Vasana naturally can lose its hold. It will not, even if it is there, it cannot have a field. So by reduction of the mind, you are giving no more ground for Vasana to come out. So that is a technique or the secret of Vasana Kshaya. Otherwise, Vasana cannot be exhausted by doing this and that. How will you do that? You do one thing, another one will come. There are hundreds of them sitting, thousands of them are sitting there. So the media through which Vasana can manifest, when it is removed, then the Vasanas can no more express themselves. You are leaving no ground for them. Peshahanadaha swatmadarshanam, Ishadarshanam swatmarupata. Vesha, that Vesha called Manaha. Veshahanataha, and the mind is no more. Swatmadarshanam, Ishadarshanam swatmarupata. Laya vinashane, ubayarodane, layagadam punar bhavatino mritam. It will come back again. Mind is gone onto laya in sleep. That means that's called laya sthiti, meaning lying state. So in the lying state, the mind is not there, but it's not gone. So it will again come back with the vasanas. So that. So prana bandhanat liyate manaha jala pakshivat rodha sadhanam laya vinashane ubayarodane. Even though it is. So when does it end? Eka chintana nashametyataha. By ekachintanat nashameti. Manonasha. Manonasha is ekachintanam, by one pointed attention. So that is pointed out in this as vasanakshayo vai moksha. Actually, vasanakshayo nahi hai, manonashanat moksha. Now, interesting thing is in chapter 4 of Bhagavad in Panchadashi, if the person argues saying that if manonash से ही अब मोक्ष मिलेगा, तो योग में मनोनाश का उपाय तो दे दिया, चित्त वृत्ति निरोध. सो अभ्यास करने से मनोनाश हो सकता है. भाई वृत्ति मनोवृत्ति नाशात मनोनाशात मुक्ति ही, तस्मात् योगः कर्तव्यः. ब्रह्मविद्यायाः किम् आवश्यकम्? So there is an argument there in that chapter 4 of Panchadashi. He says why and how Brahma Vidya is necessary for Manonasha. It is not by control of the mind gets destroyed by removing its very source, avidya. Because it's temporary. Any kind of control is temporary. Any kind of control. Prana. How long you can hold the prana? It's only control. After some time, it has to again breathe. Mind also you cannot keep under control for a long time. It will come back again. So Nasha is only through Jnana. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you all for joining us this week. Then we will take it up the next chapter next time when I come from Bakersfield. And happy Diwali to all of you.